Few places on Earth are as steeped in history, as profoundly significant, and as complex as the land of Israel. For millennia, it has stood as a crossroads of empires, a cradle of civilizations, and a testament to human endurance. Join us now as we embark on an ambitious journey to unravel the entire intricate history of Israel. Our story commences over 3,500 years ago in the ancient Bronze Age. According to foundational traditions, this land, then known as Canaan, was divinely promised to Abraham and his descendants, laying the groundwork for the Jewish people's identity. Centuries later, Moses led the Israelites from slavery in Egypt, culminating in their return to Canaan. The establishment of powerful Israelite kingdoms under iconic figures like King David and King Solomon saw the magnificent First Temple built in Jerusalem, solidifying the city as the nation's spiritual and political heart. Yet, even these early kingdoms faced immense challenges. Divided and vulnerable, they eventually succumbed to the might of burgeoning empires. The northern kingdom of Israel fell to the Assyrians in 722 BCE, its people scattered. Then, in 586 BCE, the Babylonians conquered the kingdom of Judah, destroying the First Temple and forcing much of its population into the pivotal Babylonian captivity. Remarkably, many Jews eventually returned under Persian rule, courageously rebuilding the Second Temple. This period witnessed the ebb and flow of Hellenistic and later formidable Roman influence. The Roman Empire brutally suppressed Jewish revolts, most famously in 70 CE, leading to the devastation of the Second Temple and the tragic stand at Masada. This cataclysmic event ushered in the long Jewish diaspora, dispersing Jews across the globe. Despite widespread dispersion, a continuous, though often small, Jewish presence remarkably endured in the land of Israel through the centuries. The Byzantine Empire maintained Christian control, followed swiftly by the Arab Islamic conquests in the 7th century. Jerusalem transformed into a holy city for Islam, marked by the iconic construction of the Dome of the Rock. Later, the Crusades brought tumultuous European Christian rule, a period of intense conflict, before the land finally fell under the vast Ottoman Empire in the early 16th century, where it would remain for 400 years. As the 19th century drew to a close, a powerful new movement emerged: Zionism. Fueled by escalating anti-Semitism in Europe, particularly the brutal Russian pogroms, and a deep yearning for self-determination, Jewish thinkers like Theodor Herzl championed the urgent need for a Jewish homeland in Palestine. Early Zionist pioneers known as Halutzim began arriving, purchasing land and forging new communities. The collapse of the Ottoman Empire after World War I led the League of Nations to grant Britain a mandate over Palestine. Crucially, the 1917 Balfour Declaration expressed British support for a national home for the Jewish people, while also aiming to protect existing non-Jewish communities. This period unfortunately saw rapidly escalating tensions between the growing Jewish population and the Arab inhabitants. The unspeakable horrors of the Holocaust, the systematic genocide of 6 million Jews by Nazi Germany, tragically underscored the desperate global need for a safe haven. World opinion, utterly devastated by the atrocity, shifted dramatically towards supporting Jewish self-determination. After the war, the British, unable to control the escalating violence, referred the matter to the newly formed United Nations. In November 1947, the UN General Assembly voted to partition Palestine into separate Arab and Jewish states, with Jerusalem as an international city. The Arab leadership, however, rejected this plan. On May 14, 1948, as the British mandate officially ended, David Ben-Gurion declared the establishment of the State of Israel. This momentous declaration, however, was immediately met with war. The very next day, a coalition of Arab states invaded the fledgling nation, marking the start of the 1948 Arab-Israeli War. Israel, defying immense odds, emerged victorious, expanding its borders beyond the UN partition lines. This conflict also led to the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians, creating a lasting refugee crisis. The early decades were defined by intense nation-building. Israel absorbed colossal waves of Jewish immigrants, many of them refugees from Arab countries. The small nation courageously transformed its arid land, forging a vibrant democracy and a thriving modern economy. Yet, regional conflict persisted. The 1956 Suez Crisis, and most significantly, the 1967 Six-Day War, profoundly reshaped the map of the Middle East. Israel captured the West Bank, Gaza Strip, Golan Heights, and East Jerusalem. These territories remained central to the ongoing, intractable conflict. The 1973 Yom Kippur War, a surprise attack by Egypt and Syria, pushed Israel to its limits but ultimately resulted in an Israeli victory. This intense conflict paradoxically paved the way for the first Arab-Israeli peace treaty with Egypt in 1979, followed by Jordan in 1994. The 1990s brought the Oslo Accords, landmark agreements between Israel and the Palestine Liberation Organization, PLO, aiming for a peaceful resolution and a two-state solution. However, these hopes largely remained unfulfilled as subsequent years saw recurrent cycles of violence, including the First and Second Intifadas, deepening the intractable conflict. Today, Israel thrives as a vibrant, diverse, and technologically advanced nation. Yet it continues to grapple with profound, multifaceted challenges. The persistent conflict with the Palestinians, volatile regional instability, and internal political divisions. The future of this ancient land, its people, and the broader Middle East remains inextricably linked to the elusive search for lasting peace. The history of Israel is never a simple narrative. It is a rich tapestry woven with threads of deep faith, arduous exile, miraculous return, relentless conflict, and an unyielding will to survive. It's a story where ancient prophecies meet complex modern geopolitics, where profound loss coexists with remarkable achievement. Understanding this complex, contested, and compelling past is not just insightful, it's essential to grasping the present and contemplating the future of a land that continues to captivate and challenge the world's attention. The story of Israel is far from over, and its next vital chapters are still being written by those who call this ancient, sacred, and contested land home. Thank you for joining us on this historical journey. If you found this video insightful, please like it, share it, and subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating histories. We'd love to hear your thoughts and questions in the comments below.